Hi everyone, Ed here, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the Project Cars 2 gameplay we were able to get at the recent event that we attended. Now this is direct feed gameplay that we were able to capture. Now the direct feed gameplay was only able to be captured in a separate room where it was just controllers, and they had just like 6 setups at the end of the row that you were able to capture direct feed from. They were very accommodating actually, because we weren't able to get the footage from Shadowplay, which was unfortunate, but we were able to set up our own Elgato and stuff and get the computer setting. So that was really nice of them to let us sort that out. Really nice guys there. But yeah, we were able to capture some direct feed, and we were only able to capture direct feed on controller though. So just briefly on the controller, I think it's still fairly early development as far as the controller is concerned. Some of the inputs are coming across a little bit too drastic sometimes, especially mid-corner, as you're going to see here. And coming on the inside of this Aston Martin, make a little bit of an adjustment, and I'm actually getting into a fishtail like mid-corner, and I can't even correct it until I'm getting almost to the next corner. So definitely some work to be done there. I'm pretty sure this is still a fairly early build, especially seeing as I actually sat down for the first time and someone had just finished a rallycross event on the rig that I just sat down on, and the button in the middle of the screen said return to Race Central, which is like the main menu for Project Cars. I thought, okay, let's go to that, and immediately I was told I'm in somewhere I'm not meant to be. None of the other stuff that's available in Race Central is finished or anything, so we were only able to just restart the session that we were on and stick to the setup that they had pre-selected for us. So that was IndyCar around Long Beach. There was a couple of rallycross things, and this with the GT car. Not sure what else there was. I don't think there was anything else that we could actually record. But essentially they had these events pre-set up, you know, 5-minute events around these circuits, and that was it. We weren't able to try out anything else. So it's obviously still an early build. I think there's the controller inputs are definitely worlds above what they had in Project Cars 1, and they're working really well for the most part. It's just sometimes mid-corner try to make an adjustment and it just sends you off basically. But that's enough said about the controllers. What else could we see here from this gameplay? We've got amazing graphics. The Red Bull Ring looks really good here. I mean, all I've seen of the Red Bull Ring so far is what we've got on Assetto Corsa and on what I've seen on the TV of the Formula 1 going there. But from what I can tell, this is pretty accurate. It's certainly very similar to what I've experienced on Assetto Corsa, so I imagine the two have got very similar data as far as building the track is concerned. I've always found though with the Project Cars that the environment around the track is quite colourful and well detailed, so I think that's something they're getting really good at in Project Cars 2. Because especially on Long Beach was somewhere that I noticed the buildings alongside the track were very detailed and very well done, so that was pretty cool. We've also got some AI in this setup that we've got here. I found that the AI in the circuit racing, as we can see here, was a bit more tame than the AI in the rallycross. So in the rallycross they're a bit more aggressive, a bit more willing to come alongside you and bump doors. Whereas the guys that you're racing against in the GT cars are much less likely to do so and take a lot more conservative, avoiding action if you're going slowly and things like that. So there's definitely some differences that you could see there. But essentially the AI I felt like was very early build. I mean, I think there's a bit of a glitch that happens to me at the end here, where I cross the line at the end of this lap and the time has reached 0, but it doesn't actually finish the race until the next lap, and all the AI is like, right, cool, we're done for the day. and they're going super slow around all the corners, and I have no idea that that's going on, so I'm like smashing into the back of them on every corner. So yeah, definitely a little bit of work needed in places. But what we can also see from this gameplay is the day-night cycle. Even though it is sped up very quickly, it looks amazing, especially when it gets towards the end of this lap. It gets to this sort of dusk scenario where the sky is still lit up by the sun, which is set fully, but the sky is like still blue and lit up, but the rest of the world, if you like, is in shadow, so it's quite dark, and it's something that I've never really seen nailed very well in a game, let alone a racing game. And I think they've really got it really perfect in this game, and you'll see it in a minute when I sort of come around the second to last corner. The sky it looks amazing as it's all blue, but everywhere is dark, and we're putting the lights on the cars. I just think that was something that I really noticed that they've done really well. But yeah, this was Project Cars 2. There's still obviously a lot of work to be done. I definitely think that the wheel and how the physics feel are really nailed in this game. I think they've just got to work a little bit on how much steering input is coming across from the controller and how that affects the car, especially mid-corner. Once they nail that, then I'm sure they're going to have an excellent game, and the amount of content that they've got for this game is just mind-blowing, so it's going to be amazing. But that's about it for now. There's going to be much more Project Cars 2 footage coming to you very soon. If you did enjoy, please give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.